Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at castles within Ashes of Creation. As always, this game is in early development, so everything is subject to change within this video. So let's have a quick look at some general information surrounding castles. 5 guild obtainable castles will exist within the world. Each of those castles will have its own castle region, which encompasses a fifth of the in-game world, and these are static and predefined by the game. Every node will have to pay tax towards a castle, and this depends on what castle region that node falls under. Tax revenue is partly restricted for castle and node improvement. Whatever is left is completely owned by the guild. And each guild castle will have 3 adjacent nodes under its control. So let's look into what a castle node actually is. A guild castle will have 3 adjacent nodes that exist outside of the normal node system. These castle nodes are not affected by any changes or restrictions that could potentially occur within the normal node system, such as halt to progression due to nearby nodes. Castle nodes do not have governments, player housing plots, influence, or the ability for citizenship, and the nodes themselves cannot exceed the village stage and will always be of military node type, so we're looking at a maximum of 3 small towns under the control of 1 castle. The castle nodes are able to be leveled through questing, but only by the guild who owns the castle or allied guilds. We don't have too much information, but it's said that additional services and functions useful to the guild and castle defences can be unlocked through these quests, but we'll have to wait for some more details surrounding that. The guild owning the castle must develop these nodes to enhance the defences of the castle. It has been stated that it will be very difficult, but not impossible, for a single guild to fully develop the nodes, so the guild may need to commission help from allied guilds. This is actually quite an important point, as this factor will directly affect a guild's ability to retain control over a castle when it comes to being sieged. This is because of the concept of Undermounts. Undermounts are flying mounts with PvP focused abilities, such as AoE breath attacks. The catch to them, they are only summonable during castle sieges and are granted to players by the guild leader of the castle. So the reason that the previous point of developing castle nodes is important is that the amount of undermounts that can be summoned during a siege is dependent on the number of castle nodes that have been successfully advanced and established by the guild. The current information is that 1 undermount will be granted for the completion of the first node, an additional 2 for the second, and another 2 for the third. So a possible 5 undermounts available to the defenders of the castle during a siege. This system is subject to change during testing, and I'll be really interested to see how this plays out. This is a concept that, if done incorrectly, could really frustrate a lot of players, so it would be great to see what tools the attackers have at their disposal to deal with the threat, as well as seeing how strong these undermount abilities actually are. A castle siege is a player activated event where an attacking force attempts to overthrow the current guild in power. The developers are aiming to have a minimum of 250 vs 250 players, with the hope of increasing this with time. A castle siege can only occur once per month. The first 3 weeks that a guild occupies a castle is their time to level up the castle nodes to increase defences and unlock the ability for more undermounts in the siege. The 4th week of the month is where rival guilds have the chance to lay down the flag of declaration to declare a siege on the castle. Castle sieging is fairly in depth, so we will take a closer look within a separate video. And that concludes our brief look into castles within Ashes of Creation. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for the feedback on the last video, it's really appreciated. As always, constructive feedback is always welcome in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you're hoping for more Ashes of Creation content, please do consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye guys.